cork end of his cigarette. To one acquainted with his magisterial orderliness of mind and habit, these signs were eloquent. "Now keep this quiet," he said. "I don't want the others to know it, but I've just had the adventure of my life. I attacked a German. Great Scott, what an opportunity, and I bungled it through being too eager." "When was this?" "Just after the others dove. You remember." I told him briefly of my experience, adding, "And I didn't know there was a German in sight until I saw the smoke of the tracer bullets." "Neither did I, only I didn't see even the smoke." This cheered me immensely. "What, you didn't?" "No, I saw nothing but sky where the others had disappeared. I was looking for them when I saw the German. He was about 400 meters below me. He couldn't have seen me, I think, because he kept straight on. I dove, but didn't open fire until I could have a nearer view of his black crosses. I wanted to be sure. I had no idea that I was going so much faster. The first thing I knew, I was right on him. Had to pull back on my stick to keep from crashing into him. Up I went and fell into a nose dive. Then I came out of it. There was no sign of the German, and I hadn't fired a shot." "Did you come home alone?" "No, I had the luck to meet the others just afterward. Now, not a word of this to anyone." But there was no need for secrecy. The near combat had been seen by both Talbott and Porter. At luncheon we both came in for our share of bragging. "You should have seen them following us down," said Porter, "like two old rheumatics going to the subway." We saw them both when we were taking height again. The scrap was over hours before, and they were still 1,000 meters away. "You want to dive vertically. Needn't worry about your old bus. She'll stand it." "Well, the Lord has certainly protected the innocent today. One of them was wandering off into Germany. Bill had to waggle Miller to page him. And there was Drew, going down on that biplane we were chasing. I've been trying to think of one wrong thing he might have done which he didn't do. First he dove with the sun in his face, when he might have had it at his back. Then he came all the way in full view instead of getting under his tail. Good thing the Moniteur was firing at us. After that, when he had the chance of a lifetime, he fell into a virelle and scared the life out of the rest of us. I thought the gunner had turned on him, and while we were following him down to see where he was going to splash, the Boche got in the way." All this happened months ago, but every trifling incident connected with our first patrol is still in mind. And 20 years from now, if I have a chance to hear Chansons dans paroles, or if I hum to myself a few bars of a ballad, then sure to be long forgotten by the world at large, "Oh, moving man, don't take my baby grand," I shall have only to close my eyes and wait passively. First tiffin will come with the lighted candle. "Beau temps, monsieur." I shall hear Talbot shouting, "Rendezvous 2,000 over field. If get lost, better home." J.B. will rush up, smoking the cork end of his cigarette. I've just had the adventure of my life, and Miller, sitting on an essence case, will have lost none of his old conviction. Oh, man, you were fruit salad. Fruit salad, I tell you. I could have speared you with my eyes shut. And in those days, happily still far off, there will be many another old gray beard with such memories, unless they are all to wear out their days uselessly regretting that they are no longer young. There must be clubs where they may exchange reminiscences. These need not be pretentious affairs. Let there be a strong odor of burnt castor oil and gasoline as you enter the door, a wide view from the verandas of earth and sky, maps on the walls, and on the roof a canvas pantaloon leg to catch the wind. Nothing else matters very much. There they will be as happy as any old airman can expect to be, arguing about the winds and disputing one another's judgment about the height of the clouds. If you say to one of them, "Tell us something about the Great War," as likely as not he will tell you a pleasant story enough. And the pity of it will be that, hearing the tale, a young man will long for another war. Then you must say to him, "But what about the shell fire? Tell us something of machines falling in flames." Then, if he is an honest old airman whose memory is still unimpaired, the young one who has been listening will have sober second thoughts. Chapter 6